Hello friends, in the last lecture we have seen what do you mean drag and what do you mean lift force and types of drag, and one numerical we have seen. Now today we'll see its practical applications and few more numericals we will see in this video. Okay, so regarding its practical application, while designing the shape of car, we consider these points means drag force. It should face minimum drag force so that it can give maximum efficiency. Okay, if you consider the shape of car or and the shape of truck, you will notice that the speed of truck will be very less as compared to speed of car, because it faces maximum drag force as compared to car. So you will come to know that how the drag force will affect the speed. Okay, so we'll see now next example. So last time we have seen this example, so today we'll see this problem. Problem number 14.5. A circular disc having 3-meter diameter is held normal to the 26.4 meter per second wind of density 0.012 gram per cc. What is the force required to hold it at rest? Assume coefficient of drag of disk is equal to 1.1. Okay, so that means they asked us to calculate the drag force. Means if we have to keep that coin in the normal. Okay, normal means wind velocity will be the horizontal. Okay, and we have to keep that coin normal to that wind velocity. Okay, so in that case what is the drag force is required? Means to hold that disk across that wind speed. Okay, so in the given diameter of disk is given, that is 3 meter. Okay, so we are going to calculate first of all projected area, that is A is equal to pi by 4 d square. Okay, so area will be this is 7.0685 meter square. Now wind velocity is given as 26.4 meter per second. So then density of wind is rho 0.012 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, cc means centimeter cube. Okay, now we have to convert this into kg per centimeter cube. Okay, we have to convert kg per meter cube, but first of all while converting gram to kg we have to divide it by 1000, and then again it has to divide by uh, 10 raised to 6, because for centimeter, while converting centimeter to meter we have to multiply with divide it by square. Okay, so 3 into 2, that is nothing but 6. So ultimately it is coming as 1.2 kg per m cube. Now coefficient of drag, it has been already given, cd is equal to 1.4 1.1. Okay, now the force required to hold the disk at rest is equal to drag exerted by wind on the disk. So that is nothing but drag force. To hold that disk, some wind is exerting pressure force. Okay, and that force we have to calculate. Okay, to that force we have to calculate, and that is equal to fd is equal to, this is the standard formula, cd into a into rho u square divided by 2. So now we are going to putting these values and calculate the drag force 3251.4 newton. Okay, so we'll see next example. A man weighing 90 kgf, kgf means kilogram force, descends to the ground from the aeroplane with the help of parachute against the resistance of the air. Okay, so he is coming down. Okay, then he is facing some resistance of air. Okay, the velocity with which the parachute, which is hemispherical in shape, comes down is 20 meter per second. Okay, find the diameter of parachute. Assume CD is equal to 0.5 and density is equal to 1.25 kg per m cube. Okay, a man is coming with the help of parachute. He is coming down. Okay, now he will face some air resistance. He will face some air resistance. Okay, just a moment, I will show you diagram so that you will understand. He is see a man, he is coming down. Okay, now he will face air resistance, okay, and that air resistance nothing but air resistance, okay. Now he has that parachute to be held in the air, to be held in the air will apply, means air resistance should be 90 kgf, okay, and that is nothing but drag force. When the parachute with the man comes down with uniform velocity u, the drag resistance will equal to the weight of the man, neglecting the weight of parachute. And the projected area of the hemicircle, we are considering it as a circle, okay. If we see from the downside, we are going to see only circle, and that is nothing but projected area, and always we are considering projected area, and projected area it is converting it as a circle, that is pi by 4 d square. Now fd is nothing but, now we have seen that fd is nothing but drag force, and its fd is nothing but its self weight of the man. Now kgf is converting into the newton, so 90 into 99.81 is will become 88.9 newton. Then fd is, it is again standard formula, cd into a into rho u square. Now we have fd 882.9 is equal to 0.5 pi by 4 d square. We have to calculate d square, means this is only asked in the numerical. So diameter, now d by solving this expression, d is equal to 2.99 meter, that means nearly 3 meter, okay. So this is how we are going to calculate the diameter of the parachute. Now next example, a kite which is having area 0.8 meter into 0.8 meter, weighing its own weight is 0.4 kgf, kilogram force, which is converted into 3.92 in newton. Assumes an angle 12 degree to the horizontal. The string attached to the kite makes an angle 45 degree to the horizontal. The pull on the string is 2 kgf. Some force is exerting into the that string, okay, and that is 24.525 newton when the wind is flowing at a speed of 30 km per hour. Find the corresponding coefficient of drag and lift. Now density is given as 1.2 kg meter per cube, okay. Now projected area of kite is again a is equal to zero point 0.8 into 0 0.8, that is 0.64 meter square given, huh? These things are given. Weight of kite is given, okay, so it is again 3.92 newton. Then angle made by the kite with the horizontal angle theta, that is 12 degree, and angle made by the string with the horizontal, that is theta to 45 degree. Okay, first of all we'll see the diagram. What is it? See this angle, first theta 1 is the angle making by this kite with the horizontal, it is 12 degree, okay. It has been given in the example, but it is there is no use of this angle, okay. We'll see, you will come to know while solving this problem. Only this angle is utilizing here. This is 45 degree, which is making angle, this arrow is nothing but the string, okay, and in the string we have some force, okay, that is 2 kgf, and it's making angle 45 degree with the horizontal. Now this is the kite, okay. Now this is the free body diagram, now this vertical component is nothing but fl, lift force, and this horizontal component is nothing but drag force, okay. Now the self weight of the kite is acting downward, that is w is equal to 0.4 kgf, and wind velocity is 30 km per hour. Again we have to convert this into the meter per second, okay. Now here we are going to use the expression in the drag and lift expression. In that we have solved some equations, okay. In that fd is equal to force exerted by the wind in the direction of motion, that is xx direction, okay, and the component of pull p along the xx means pressure force. We are considering here pressure force, p means pull, okay, that is pressure force, and whose uh, horizontal components means in the x direction we are considering, okay. Only one force is there here, okay. So that, and that's his horizontal component we are considering here, so that is nothing but p cos 45. hmm? P cos 45, and we have already P is equal to, that force is given already, 2.5 kgf. Okay, and after converting it, it becomes 24 kilonewton, 24.525 newton. Okay, that value just they are inserted, and they have calculated FD is equal to 17.34 newton. And now FL again, the vertical component of this pull, vertical component of this pull is nothing but lift force, the component of P in vertically downward direction, plus weight of kite. Here two forces are acting in the vertical direction, so we have to consider these both forces. So okay, so P sine 45, P sine 45. Okay, P sine 45 plus W, it has no angle. Okay, so that's why it's plus W. So 24.525 sine 45 plus 3.924, it is already given. Then lift force is nothing but 21.264 Newton. Now our aim is to calculate the drag and drag coefficient and lift coefficient. Okay, so we have a standard formula, FD is equal to CD into A rho U square by 2. Now we have with us FD, that is calculated above. Okay, so we are going to insert that FD values, that is 17.34, and we can calculate easily CD. So its answer is 0.624. Rest of the values are already given and it is easy to calculate. Then lift coefficient, again this formula we are using. Then CL we have to calculate. Lift force we have already calculated. We are going to insert that value into the formula, and then rest of the values are already given. So CL is equal to 0.765. Okay, and one more point is there, that is a streamline body and bulk body. A streamline body is defined as the body whose surface coincides with the streamlines when the body is placed in the flow. Okay, then bulk body, a bulk body is defined as the body whose surface does not coincide with the streamline when it is placed in the flow. The drag due to pressure will be very large as compared to the drag due to the friction of the body. Okay, for this I will show you one video regarding this, so that you will easily understand. Just a moment. See, these are the streamlines. Okay, and body is placed in the flow or fluid. Okay, now these streamlines are not coinciding with the surface of the body here. Okay, this is nothing but the bulk body, and when it is parallel to the streamline, in that case that body will become streamline body. And whenever it is perpendicular, means here the streamlines are not coinciding the surface of the body. Now see, it is again becoming the streamline body. See, these are the streamlines, and now it is coinciding with the surface. Okay, now this body becomes streamline body. Whenever these streamlines are not coinciding with the surface, then this body will become a bulk body. Now again it is becoming bulk body. Okay, thank you for the listening to this video.